Good afternoon and welcome to the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Jason Liggett with you on the Tigers Media Network as we are set for a quad meet between the Danville Vikings, Peoria, Notre Dame, Pontiac, and your Urbana Tigers. Our first event of the afternoon will be diving. We have Diego Carrillo and Jackson Gilbert getting ready to compete for the Urbana Tigers in the diving event. After that will be the 200-yard medley relay. Urbana will have two teams fielded for that event, Team A and Team B. Danville will have a Team A, and Pontiac Township High School will have a team as well. So that'll be our second event of the afternoon. We appreciate you tuning in on the Tigers Media Network, whether that's streaming live on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/UPTV6, or if you're watching this later on Urbana Public Television. This will air next week on Comcast Xfinity Channel 6 and 1096, AT&T Uverse Channel 99, and i3 Broadband Channel 6.
The diving order for today is first from Urbana, Diego Carrillo, and second from Urbana, Jackson Gilbert.
So Diego will be our first diver, followed by Jackson Gilbert will be the order.
First dive is dive number 301. Reverse dive in the straight position. Degree of difficulty 1.8.
And Diego Carrillo getting ready for his first dive of the afternoon. And Diego gets a 4 1/2, 4 and 4 for his first dive.
Jackson's first dive is dive number 302. Reverse one somersault in the tuck position.
And now Jackson Gilbert of the Urbana Tigers will begin his first dive. And Jackson gets a 5 1/2, 5 1/2, 5 on his first dive.
Diego's second dive is dive number 103. Forward 1 1/2 somersault in the tuck position. Degree of difficulty 1.6.
A 5, 5, and 5 1/2 for Diego Carrillo's second dive.
Second dive is dive number 103. Forward 1 1/2 somersault in the tuck position. Degree of difficulty 1.6. Awards.
Jackson gets a 5, 5 1/2, and 5 on his second dive.
Diego's third dive is dive number 104. Forward 2 somersaults in the tuck position. Degree of difficulty 2.2.
And Diego gets a 5, 5, and 5. So 5 across the board there for Diego on his third dive.
Jackson's third dive is dive number 5221. Back 1 somersault with a half twist in the free position. Degree of difficulty 1.7.
5, 4 1/2, and 5 for Jackson Gilbert of the Urbana Tigers.
Diego's fourth dive is dive number 201, back dive in the straight position. Degree of difficulty, 1.7.
A 6, 5, and 6. So Diego's highest scoring dive so far this afternoon here at the Indoor Aquatic Center. And Jackson Gilbert getting ready for his fourth dive now. Five, 5, and 5 1/2 for Gilbert.
Diego's fifth dive is dive number 5121. Forward 1 somersault with a half twist in the free position. Degree of difficulty, 1.7.
A 5 1/2, 5, and 4 1/2 for Diego.
Jackson's fifth dive is dive number 5211.
And this now will be Jackson Gilbert's fifth dive.
Degree of difficulty,
2 competitors here in the diving event, both from Urbana. That's a 5, 4, and 5. And getting ready for the 6th and final dive here between Diego Carrillo and Jackson Gilbert.
Diego's final dive is dive number 402. Inward 1 somersault in the tuck position. Degree of difficulty, 1.6.
A 5 1/2, 6, and 5 1/2. So another very strong dive there for Diego Carrillo, and that'll bring Jackson Gilbert up for his 6th and final dive of the afternoon.
Inward 1 somersault in the tuck position. Degree of difficulty, 1.6. Awards
5, 5, and 5 for Jackson Gilbert.
This
So that will conclude the diving event. When we come back on the Tigers Media Network, we will begin with the 200-yard medley relay for this quad meet between the Urbana Tigers, Danville Vikings, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Pontiac. Coming up next on the Tigers Media Network. And welcome back to the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Jason Liggett with you here on the Tigers Media Network. As we just had the first event, the boys diving between Diego Carrillo and Jackson Gilbert, both students at Urbana High School. Now we're getting set for the 200-yard medley relay. Urbana will have two teams in this event. Team B will be competing in lane number 2. It's Diego Carrillo, Kian Bonnie Hashem, Kevin Diaz, and Jackson Gilbert. So two Urbana divers competing in that team. And then in Team A from Urbana, competing in lane 3 will be Santiago Pena, Marcus de Los Angeles, Patrick Sweeney, and Isaac Sosnoff. The Danville Vikings Team A will be over in lane 4. Dominic Kelly, William Bruette, Alexander Faulkner, and Alex Ritchie. And Pontiac Township High School over in lane 6. It'll be Nolan Dietz, Jacob Lucas, Aiden Minkowski, and Sam Fogarty. So that's the 200-yard medley relay. As we see, the swimmers are lining up behind the blocks, and looks like we're going to get started here shortly with the 200-yard medley relay for this quad meet between Urbana, Danville, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Pontiac. This is a makeup date. This meet was originally scheduled for February 16th, and due to inclement winter weather, rescheduled to today. We're happy to bring this to you on the Tigers Media Network. Of course, a very limited amount of people allowed indoors here at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center due to COVID-19 protocol. But we are streaming this on YouTube, and it'll also air next week on Urbana Public Television. After the upcoming 200-yard medley relay, the next event will be the 200-yard freestyle. The Tigers will have 3 swimmers in the 200-yard freestyle. It's Razy Bonahasham, Santiago Pania, and Zach Menard. Pontiac will have Nathan Plenert and Xavier Turner. And then from Peoria, Notre Dame, Juan Sanchez will be competing in the 200-yard freestyle. $12 events total on tap today at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. And as is tradition, as you've already seen if you tuned in at the beginning, we started with diving. Just 2 Urbana swimmers competing in that. And both of those are Urbana divers. Diego Carrillo and Jackson Gilbert will be competing in the 200-yard medley relay on the same team. They'll be swimming out of lane 2 for Urbana's Team B. Once again, the 200-yard medley relay coming up next here at the Indoor Aquatic Center on campus of Urbana High School. As I mentioned, the 200-yard medley relay is our next event. That'll be followed by the 200-yard freestyle and then the 200-yard individual medley. The Tigers will have 3 swimmers for the 200-yard individual medley, and Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca, Kian Bonnie Hashem, Willem Aline, and then Danville will have a swimmer in there with William Bruette. Peoria Notre Dame's Luke Herber will be competing in the 200-yard individual medley, and then Pontiac will have 2 swimmers in Aiden Minkowski and Michael Michonne. So that will be the first event today that will represent all 4 high schools competing. And there's our whistle as we get set for the 200-yard medley relay here. Swimmers will get in the water now, and in lane 2 will be Diego Carrillo, Kian Bonnie Hashem, Kevin Diaz, and Jackson Gilbert from the Tigers. In lane 3 from the Tigers, Team A, it's Santi Pania, Marcos de Los Angeles, Patrick Sweeney, and Isaac Sosnoff. Over in lane 4, Danville Vikings Team A, Dominic Kelly, William Bruette, Alexander Faulkner, and Alex Ritchie. And then Pontiac over in lane 6, that's Nolan Dietz, Jacob Lucas, Aiden Minkowski and Sam Fogarty. 200-yard medley relay, so everyone's going down and back once. Pontiac with the early lead here. Pontiac second swimmer on his way back. That's Jacob Lucas down there. In second place right now in lane 4 is Danville's William Bruette. And then the Urbana Tigers competing in lane 3. That's Marcos de Los Angeles and Kian Bani Hashem in lane 2 for the Tigers. And sending their third swimmer in is Pontiac. That's Aiden Minkowski. So Pontiac continues to build their lead. Pontiac already on their way back with the third swimmer as the next closest swimmer diving in. That's Alexander Faulkner in lane 4 for the Vikings. Over in lane 3 for the Tigers is Patrick Sweeney. And then in lane 2, Kevin Diaz for Urbana. And Pontiac coming back. This is their fourth and final swimmer. They're going to finish before the other four swimmers get in here. So Pontiac gets clocked, and we will have a final time for Pontiac Township High School. Once again, that team is Nolan Dietz, Jacob Lucas, Aiden Minkowski, and Sam Fogarty. They clock in first place with a time of 1 minute, 40.71 seconds. And finishing in second place will be the Danville Vikings. That's the team of Dominic Kelly, William Bruette, Alexander Faulkner, and Alex Ritchie. And they will clock in at a time of 2 minutes, 6.21 seconds. Followed up in lane 3 by the Urbana Tigers Team A, Santi Pania, Marcos de Los Angeles, Patrick Sweeney, and Isaac Sosnoff, clocking in at a time of 2 minutes, 16.10 seconds. And then finishing fourth over in lane 2, just below us, Diego Carrillo, Kian Bani Hashem, Kevin Diaz, Jackson Gilbert, a time of 2:29.52. So once again, Pontiac wins the 200-yard medley relay with a time of 1 minute, 40.71 seconds. So very good start to this quad meet for Pontiac. As they finished a near 50 meters ahead of the closest competition in the Danville Vikings. So that will do it for the 200-yard medley relay. Coming up next is the 200-yard freestyle. Competing in the freestyle in lane 1 is Reza Bani Hashem from the Tigers. Santi Pania is in lane 2, and over in lane 3 is Zach Bernard, all from Urbana. Pontiac's Nathan Plenert in lane 5. Xavier Turner over in lane 6 from Pontiac, and Peoria Notre Dame with Juan Sanchez in lane 7. This is the 200-yard freestyle.
Event 2, boys 200-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 1.
Swimmers are on their blocks.
In lane 1, from Urbana, Reza Bani Hashem.
And they are off. Once again, this is the 200-yard freestyle, so down and back 4 times. With the early lead over in lane 5 is Nathan Plenert from Pontiac. He is followed by Urbana's Zach Menard in lane 3. In third place right now, over in lane 6, is Xavier Turner. And then both of them followed up over in lane 7, Juan Sanchez from Peoria Notre Dame. Continuing to build his lead over in lane 5 is Nathan Plenert. Plenert's on his way back. His second trip around the pool. In second place right now is Urbana's Zach Menard in lane 3. Almost even with Menard over in lane 6 is Xavier Turner. And then in lane 7 is Juan Sanchez from Peoria Notre Dame. In 5th place right now in lane 2 for the Tigers is Santi Pania, and then in 6th in lane 1 is the Tigers' Reza Bani Hashim. Nathan Plenner continuing to increase his lead here in lane 5 as he pushes off for his last trip down the pool. He's about 20 meters ahead of the closest competition, which is his teammate now, Xavier Turner, over in lane 6 is in 2nd place. In 3rd place in lane 3 is Zach Menard for the Tigers. And over in 4th place in lane 7 is Juan Sanchez from Peoria, Notre Dame. So looking like he's going to finish first here in lane 5. Getting ready to finish right now is Nathan Plenert from Pontiac Township High School. And in 2nd right now, and will most likely finish 2nd, his teammate is Xavier Turner in lane 6. It'll be a race for 3rd here, and it looks like Zach Menard will have that for the Urbana Tigers. And in 4th, over in lane 7, is Juan Sanchez. So finishing first, Nathan Plenert with a time of 1 minute 52.22 seconds. Finishing 2nd, his teammate Xavier Turner from Pontiac, time of 2 minutes 5.62 seconds. And then is Urbana Zach Menard, a time of 2 minutes 8.98 seconds. In 4th is Juan Sanchez, a time of 2 minutes 9.99 seconds. In 5th is Santi Pania from the Tigers, a time of 2 minutes 32 seconds flat. And then Reza Bani Hashim getting to finish right now. So Pontiac has the top 2 swimmers in that event, the 200-yard freestyle. Once again, Nathan Plenert finishing first at a time of 1:52.22. Finishing 2nd is Xavier Turner, a time of 2 minutes 5.62 seconds. Finishing 3rd is Zach Menard with a time of 2 minutes 8.98 seconds. And we see Reza Bani Hashim finishing just now in 6th place, a time of 3 minutes 6.85 seconds. That completes the 200-yard freestyle this afternoon at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center, a quad meet between Urbana, Danville, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Pontiac. Jason Liggett with you on the Tigers Media Network. Thanks so much for tuning in our live stream here on YouTube or watching later on Urbana Public Television, the City of Urbana's public education and government access television channel. Coming up next is the 200-yard individual medley. In lane 1 for Urbana is Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca. In lane 2 is Kian Bani Hashim. Willem Aline in lane 3. The Danville Vikings' William Bruette in lane 4. Luke Herber in lane 5. He's from Peoria, Notre Dame. Aiden Minkowski in lane 7 from Pontiac. And over in lane 8, the far lane from us, is Michael Michonne from Pontiac as well. So we get ready for the 200-yard individual medley. The following event will be the 50-yard freestyle, just one heat in that. If you tuned in with us on Saturday as the Tigers took on Mahomet, I believe there was 2 heats for the 50-yard freestyle. So we get ready for the 200-yard individual medley here at Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. The Tigers taking the first 3 lanes closest to us.
In lane 1 from Urbana, Jonathan Sanchez. In lane 2 from Urbana, Kian Bani Hashim.
And out to an early lead over in lane 7 is Aiden Minkowski from Pontiac. He pushes off the far wall first. Looks to be in 2nd place is over in lane 5, Luke Herber from Peoria, Notre Dame. In 3rd place over in lane 4 is William Bruette from the Vikings. In 4th place in lane 3 is Willem Aline for the Tigers. Building his lead right now is Aiden Minkowski over in lane 7. He's in 1st place. Once again in 2nd place in lane 5 is Luke Herber from Peoria, Notre Dame. In 3rd place is William Bruette of the Vikings. And in 4th place, almost even now, and just pulling ahead of Bruette, so now in 3rd place is Willem Aline of the Urbana Tigers. He's competing in lane 3. Willem Aline looking to make a run at second place here. The three swimmers in lanes 5, 4, and 3 all evened up. They're going to make it a competitive second place race here. In first and continuing to push the competition is Aiden Minkowski from Pontiac. Minkowski in first place in lane 7. In second place right now in lane 5 is Luke Herber. In third place in lane 4 is William Bruette. And in fourth place now is Willem Aline. Aline's getting some encouragement from his teammates. See if he can push that into some momentum here to finish this one strong. The 200-yard individual medley. And finishing first will be Aiden Minkowski over in lane 7. He's from Pontiac High School. We'll get an official time for Aiden. He clocks in at 2 minutes, 10.82 seconds. In second place, Luke Herber from Peoria, Notre Dame. He clocks in at 2 minutes, 17.23 seconds. In third place, it's William Bruette from Danville, 2 minutes, 20.95 seconds. In fourth place, it's the Tigers' Willem Aline, a time of 2 minutes, 24.50 seconds. In fifth place from Pontiac is Michael Michonne, clocks in at a time of 2 minutes, 30.01 seconds. In sixth place from Urbana, Kian Bani Hashem, 2 minutes, 43.69 seconds. And in seventh place, it's Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca with time to be determined. He is getting ready to finish up now in lane 1 just below us. So once again, Aiden Minkowski from Pontiac takes first place in this one, 2 minutes, 10.82 seconds. And as Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca finishes, that will finish up the boys' 200-yard individual medley. We'll get an official finishing time for Jonathan here. And that's 3 minutes, 33.40 seconds. So our next event will be the 50-yard freestyle, down and back ones. Competing for the Tigers in lane 1 will be Patrick Sweeney, Sam Birdsley over in lane 2. Alex Ritchie from the Vikings in lane 3. Alexander Faulkner, a Danville teammate, in lane 4. Over in lane 6 from Pontiac, Jacob Lucas. And then 2 more Tigers in lane 7 and 8. In lane 7 is De Los Angeles and Kevin Diaz in lane 8. Down and back once, fast and furious for this 50-yard freestyle. In the early lead over in lane 6 is Jacob Lucas from Pontiac. He pushes off the wall first, and close behind him is Alexander Faulkner from the Vikings. They'll be competing for first place here. And Pontiac finishes first, so finishing in first place with a time of 23.49 seconds is Jacob Lucas. In second is Alexander Faulkner with a time of 24.68 seconds. In third is Sam Birdsley from the Tigers, 28.07. Patrick Sweeney in fourth with a time of 28.87. In fifth place is Alex Ritchie from Danville, a time of 29.80. And then we have Kevin Diaz and Marcus De Los Angeles rounding things out in lanes 7 and 8. So first place goes to Jacob Lucas from Pontiac, a time of 23.49. Second place goes to Danville's Alexander Faulkner, a time of 24.68. So just over a second difference in first and second place in the 50-yard freestyle. And third place was Urbana's Sam Birdsley, 28.07. In fourth place, his teammate Patrick Sweeney, 28.87. Fifth place was Danville's Alex Ritchie, 29.80. So that will complete the 50-yard freestyle. A 10-minute break here for an open swim. And when we come back, we'll have the 100-yard butterfly One heat competing in the butterfly, Marcos de Los Angeles, Kian Bonnie Hashem, Willem Aline competing for the Tigers. And for Pontiac is Nolan Dietz. The 100-yard butterfly coming up next on the Tigers Media Network at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Welcome back to the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center as we get set for the 100-yard butterfly coming up. Marcos de Los Angeles will be competing in lane 2 for the Tigers. His teammate Kian Hashem in lane 3. Over in lane 4 is Willem Aline, and then Pontiac's Nolan Dietz in lane 6. They did announce the scores of the diving event during that break. In second place was Jackson Gilbert, a score of 158.6. And in first place is personal best. It's Diego Carrillo with a time of a score of 161.9. So congratulations to Diego, placing first in the diving event earlier today. And this is the 100-yard butterfly, so down and back twice. In first place, over in lane 6 is Nolan Dietz. In second place is Willem Aline for the Urbana Tigers. Aline is in lane 4. In third place is Kian Hashem in lane 3. And then in fourth place for the Tigers in lane 2 is Marcos de Los Angeles. Continuing to build his lead now is Nolan Dietz from Pontiac. And also on his way to the far side for the last time is Willem Aline. Aline is in lane 4, swimming for the Urbana Tigers in second place. Getting ready to finish up right now is Pontiac's Nolan Dietz, and we will get a final time for Nolan as he finishes first in the 100-yard butterfly. So Nolan has a time of 52.33 seconds, 0.93 seconds, and finishes first place. Finishing in second place in lane 4 is Willem Aline for the Urbana Tigers, a time of 1 minute, 7.84 seconds. Finishing right now in third place for the Urbana Tigers is Kian Hashem. And just finishing up now in fourth in lane 2 is Marcos de Los Angeles for the Tigers. So in first place, it's Nolan Dietz with a time of 52.93. In second place, it's Willem Aline, a time of 1 minute, 7.84 seconds. Kian Hashem in third, a time of 1 minute, 25.61 seconds. And in fourth is Marcos de Los Angeles, a time of 128.69. That wraps up the 100-yard butterfly. Coming up next is the 100-yard freestyle. Competing in the freestyle for the Tigers, in lane 1 is Jackson Gilbert. Lane 2 is Zach Menard. Danville Vikings' Alex Ritchie is over in lane 3. His teammate Dominic Kelly in lane 4. Urbana's Max Quan Allred in lane 5. Then over in lane 7 is Sam Fogarty from Pontiac, and his teammate Xavier Turner in lane 8 for Pontiac Township High School. One heat here for the 100-yard freestyle. Down and back twice. In the early lead over in lane 6 is Sam Fogarty. That's lane 7. He's followed up by Dominic Kelly from the Danville Vikings in lane 4, currently in second. Over in lane 2 for Urbana, making a swim of it, is Patrick Sweeney. Sweeney is now in second as he pushes off. So once again in first place is Sam Fogarty of Pontiac. In second place right now is the Tigers' Zach Menard. He's in lane 2. We'll see if Menard can hold on to second place, as first place is going to go to Sam Fogarty from Pontiac. Finishing in lane 2 here is Zach Menard for the Tigers. And then over in lane 8 is Xavier Turner for Pontiac. We'll have official times here. Sam Fogarty with a time of 49.63 seconds in first place. In second place is Zach Menard from the Tigers, a time of 57.53. In third place is Xavier Turner, a time of 59.11. In fourth place is Dominic Kelly from Danville, 1 minute, 0.87 seconds. In fifth place is Urbana's Max Quan Allred, a time of 1 minute, 3.03 seconds. Sixth place is Alex Ritchie from the Vikings, 1 minute, 12.15 seconds. And then Jackson Gilbert tied with him in sixth place, 1 minute, 12.15 seconds. So that will do it for the 100-yard freestyle. And coming up next is the 500-yard freestyle. Competing in the 500-yard freestyle in lane 1 is Urbana's Isaac Sosnoff. In lane 2 from the Tigers, Patrick Sweeney. Danville's Alexander Faulkner in lane 4. Juan Sanchez from Peoria, Notre Dame in lane 5. In lane 6 is Nathan Plenert from Pontiac and his teammate Ethan Schickel in lane 7. Once again, this is the 500-yard freestyle. You'll notice at the far end of the pool, teammates will be holding numbers. That's to keep track of the pool lengths that the swimmer has gone. It'll be 20 trips total, 20 lengths of the pool. So down and back would count as 2 lengths of the pool, and they've got to get to 20 to get 500 yards. And the swimmers are off. Once again, competing in lane 1 is Isaac Sosnoff from Urbana. Patrick Sweeney in lane 2. Danville's Alexander Faulkner in lane 4. Juan Sanchez in lane 5. Nathan Plenert in lane 6 from Pontiac. And Ethan Schickel in lane 7. And with the early lead here in lane 4 is Danville's Alexander Faulkner. He's followed closely by Nathan Plenert from Pontiac. That's over in lane 6. Then in third place right now in lane 7 is Pontiac's Ethan Schickel. In fourth place, swimming out of lane 5, is Notre Dame's Juan Sanchez. And then Urbana's Patrick Sweeney swimming out of lane 2, and Isaac Sosnoff in lane 1. Now it's a dead tie here for first. Competing out of lane 6 is Pontiac's Nathan Plenert, and in lane 4 is Danville's Alexander Faulkner. And they are pushing each other. You can tell her early on. We'll see who has the most endurance as this event continues. They're going stroke for stroke here at the moment. We'll see if push off the wall changes anything. And it doesn't look like it did much. Once again, competing in lane 4 is Alexander Faulkner. In lane 6 is Nathan Plenert. They're about tied for first place so far in the 500-yard freestyle. Next closest swimmer to them is over in lane 7. That's Pontiac's Ethan Schickel. Then you have Juan Sanchez from Peoria, Notre Dame in lane 5. In lane 2 is Patrick Sweeney from the Tigers. And then just below us in lane 1 is Isaac Sosnoff. Coming up after the 500-yard freestyle, we'll have the 200-yard freestyle relay. Urbana will have 2 teams there, and then each of the other high schools in competition today will have 1. That's Danville, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Pontiac. Noted that Peoria, Notre Dame only has 2 swimmers, so they won't be necessarily competing for a place or a score in that one, but will compete their 2 swimmers in the relay event. 12 events total today at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Streaming live on Urbana Public Television's YouTube channel and running later on our traditional cable television channel, seen locally on Comcast Xfinity, channel 6 and 1096, AT&T UVerse channel 99, and i3 Broadband channel 6. And still going even there in lane 6 and 4. It's Nathan Plenert over in lane 6 from Pontiac and Alexander Faulkner from Danville in lane 4. They're in first place currently. The closest swimmer to them is over in lane 7. That's Ethan Schickel from Pontiac. Then you have Peoria, Notre Dame. Juan Sanchez in lane 5. So 3 more lengths of the pool for Danville's Alexander Faulkner in lane 4 and Pontiac Nathan Plenert in lane 6. Faulkner has pulled ahead now. So Faulkner in lane 4 has the lead. In second place is Plenert over in lane 6. In third place is Peoria Notre Dame's Juan Sanchez in lane 5. Looks like Alexander Faulkner will finish first here. We'll get a finishing time for Faulkner. He finishes just now in lane 4. He's followed up over in lane 6 by Nathan Plenert. In third place right now over in lane 5 is Juan Sanchez. In fourth place over in lane 7 is Ethan Schickel. And then in lane 2 is Urbana's Patrick Sweeney. And in lane 1, Urbana's Isaac Sosnoff. A final time here for Alexander Faulkner from the Danville Vikings. He clocks in at 5 minutes, 15.54 seconds. In second place is Nathan Plenert. He clocks in at a time of 5 minutes, 19.23 seconds. And finishing third just now in lane 5 is Juan Sanchez. We'll get a final time here for Juan Sanchez from Peoria Notre Dame. It is 5 minutes, 54.33 seconds. Finishing fourth over in lane 7 is Ethan Schickel. He's in at a time of 6 minutes, 1.94 seconds. So once again, first place goes to Faulkner from Danville, 5:15.54. Second place is Plenert from Pontiac, 5:19.23. Third place is Sanchez from Notre Dame, 5:54.33. Fourth place is Schickel from Pontiac, 6:01.94. And we are waiting for the 2 Urbana swimmers to finish here. Fifth place looks like it will go to Patrick Sweeney in lane 2. He's getting ready to finish now. And then Isaac Sosnoff in lane 1 will still have another trip down the pool here in the 500-yard freestyle. And one more trip here for Sosnoff as he's going down for the final time as his teammates cheer him on. So once again, in first place, Alexander Faulkner from Danville Vikings at a time of 5:15.54, very closely followed by Nathan Plenert in second place, 5:19.23. Those two were even until about the last 2 trips to the down and back in the pool, and then Faulkner was able to edge out Plenert. In third place is Juan Sanchez from Notre Dame, 5:54.33. Fourth place is Schickel from Pontiac, 6:01.94. Sweeney finishes at 7 minutes, 0.05 seconds. And then Sosnoff from Urbana finishes at 7:59.76. So that will wrap up the 500-yard freestyle. The 200-yard freestyle relay coming up next. The Tigers will have 2 teams. Team B will be competing out of lane 2. That consists of Santi Pania, Jackson Gilbert, Jonathan Sanchez Huanca, and Max Quan Allred. Team A out of lane 3 will be Zach Menard, Sam Birdsley, Kian Bonnie Hashem, and Willem Aline. The Danville Vikings in lane 4 will be Alexander Faulkner, William Bruette, Alex Ritchie, and Dominic Kelly. In lane 5 from Peoria Notre Dame, it's Luke Herber and Juan Sanchez. And in lane 7 from Pontiac Township High School, it's Aiden Minkowski, Sam Fogarty, Jacob Lucas, and Nolan Dietz. This is the 200-yard freestyle. So each competitor will go down and back once. Swimmers are on their blocks.
In lane 2, Urbana B, Pena, Gilbert, Sanchez, Kwan. In lane 3, Urbana A, Menard, Birdsley, Bonnie Hashin.
So the early lead goes over in lane 7. That's Pontiac. Aiden Mankowski in the pool. He's followed up in lane 5 by Peoria Notre Dame. Once again, they only have 2 swimmers. And then in third place is Urbana's Team A over in lane 3 as we see Sam Birdsley dive into the pool. In fourth place is Danville. In the pool swimming for them right now is William Bruette. And then in fifth place, the Urbana's Team B. And Jackson Gilbert's in the pool for the Tigers right now. Sending the third swimmer in with a commanding lead over in lane 7 is Pontiac. In second place is Danville. And jumping into the pool right there was Alex Ritchie for the Vikings. He's neck and neck with Peoria Notre Dame. Once again, 2 swimmers for Notre Dame. And Notre Dame has pulled ahead to second place here, followed by Urbana's Team A in lane 3. And finishing up in first place over in lane 7 is Pontiac. So we'll get an official time for Pontiac Township High School in the 200-yard freestyle relay. They clock in at 1 minute, 31.40 seconds. Finishing in second place, swimming out of lane 3 will be the Urbana Tigers Team A. That's the team of Zach Menard, Sam Birdsley, Kian Bonnie Hashem, and Willa Moline. They clock in at a time of 1 minute, 47.70 seconds. In third place is Danville Vikings at a time of 1 minute, 51.14 seconds. And in fourth place, Peoria Notre Dame Irish, a time of 1:52.04. And then the Urbana Tigers Team B, a time of 2:05.95. So once again, Pontiac takes first place at 1:31.40. The Tigers Team A coming in second place at 1:47.70. In third place, the Danville Vikings, 1:51.14. And then the Irish at 1:52.04. And then the Tigers Team B at 2:05.95. So we'll take a 5-minute break here for an open swim, open pool, as we get ready for the rest of our events. 3 events to come here at the Indoor Aquatic Center. Coming up next is the 100-yard backstroke. That'll be followed by the 100-yard breaststroke. And then finally, we will finish up with the 400-yard freestyle relay. That's coming up next at the Indoor Aquatic Center on the campus of Urbana High School. Jason Liggett back with you for this quad meet at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center between Urbana, Danville, Peoria, Notre Dame, and Pontiac as we get ready to enter event number 10 of 12. It's the 100-yard backstroke. Competing for the Tigers in lane 1 will be Kevin Diaz. Santiago Pena in lane 3. Marcus de Los Angeles in lane 2. Over in lane 4 for the Danville Vikings is Dominic Kelly, and from Pontiac is Michael Michonne over in lane 6. 100-yard backstroke, so down and back twice for the swimmers.
In lane 1, Kevin Diaz from
And out to the early lead over in lane 6 is Michael Michonne. Following him in lane 3 is Santi Pena. Dominic Kelly in lane 4, currently in 3rd place. Pulling ahead in 1st place now is the Tigers' Santi Pena in lane 3. He's just about dead even over in lane 6 with Michael Michonne. Michonne pulls ahead here. So they go down and back one more time. Michael Michonne has the lead. Santi Pena in 2nd. In 3rd place, swimming out of lane 4, is Dominic Kelly. Kelly from Danville. In 4th place, swimming out of lane 2, is Marcus de Los Angeles from the Tigers. And in 5th place right now, in lane 1, is Urbana's Kevin Diaz. Pena in 2nd place. In 1st place and finishing now is Michael Michonne. We'll get a final time of him. Santi Pena finishes 2nd in lane 3 for the Tigers. In lane 4, finishing 3rd for the Danville Vikings is Dominic Kelly. Looking at the times here, in 1st place, Michael Michonne from Pontiac with a time of 1:13.01. In 2nd place is Santi Pena from the Tigers with a time of 1:17.46. In 3rd place with a time of 1:21.26 is Dominic Kelly from the Vikings. In 4th place from Urbana, it's Marcus de Los Angeles with a time of 1:31.81. And finishing just now out of lane 1. And in 5th place is Kevin Diaz from the Urbana Tigers. He clocks in at a time of 1:48.31. So congratulations to all those swimmers. Once again, Michael Michonne takes 1st from Pontiac at 1:13.01. He's followed by Santiago Pena in lane 2 for the Tigers, 1:17.46. Our next event is event number 11. It's the 100-yard breaststroke. Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca competing for the Tigers in lane 1. In lane 2, it's Sam Birdsley. In lane 3, Isaac Sosnoff. William Bruette in lane 4. Over in lane 5 is Luke Herber. In lane 7 is Ethan Schickel. And in lane 8 is Jacob Lucas from Pontiac. The 100-yard breaststroke is underway. And out to the early lead over in lane 5 is Luke Herber from Notre Dame. Now pulling ahead over in lane 8 is Jacob Lucas. Lucas leads over in lane 8 for Pontiac. In 2nd place is Notre Dame's Luke Herber. In 3rd place is Danville's William Bruette. Bruette swimming in lane 4. They're followed by the Tigers' Sam Birdsley in 4th place, swimming out of lane 2. The 100-yard breaststroke, so swimmers swimming back now and being led by Jacob Lucas from Pontiac in lane 8. In 2nd place now is the Danville Vikings, William Bruette in lane 4. He's almost evened up in lane 5 by Luke Herber from Peoria, Notre Dame. We'll see who finishes first out of those two. That'll take 2nd place, and I think it might have been Peoria, Notre Dame's Luke Herber. We'll get some final times here. In 1st place, Jacob Lucas from Pontiac at a time of 1:08.02. In 2nd place is Lucas Herber from Peoria, Notre Dame, 1:13.92. William Bruette clocking in under a second less than that, or more than that, at 1:14.27 in third place. In fourth place is Ethan Schickel from Pontiac, 1:19.20. In fifth place is Sam Birdsley from the Tigers, 1:27.82. In sixth place is Isaac Sosnoff from Urbana, 1:33.35. And then Jonathan Sanchez-Ruanca in Lane 1 finishes at 1:36.10. So once again, Jacob Lucas taking first place at 1:08.02. That'll complete the 100-yard breaststroke, and our last event of the afternoon is the 400-yard freestyle relay. The Tigers have two teams competing in this. In Lane 2 from the Tigers is their Team B. It's Patrick Sweeney, Marcus de Los Angeles, Isaac Sosnoff, and Jonathan Sanchez-Ruanca. In Lane 3 from the Tigers is their Team A. It's Zach Bernard, Max Quan Allred, Sam Birdsley, and Willem Aline. And then over in Lane 5, it's Pontiac Township High School's Nathan Plenert, Sam Fogarty, Aiden Minkowski, and Nolan Dietz. Swimmers take the blocks for the final event of the afternoon, the 400-yard freestyle relay. Each swimmer will go down and back twice, 4 swimmers total for the team. Off to an early lead is Nathan Plenert over in Lane 5 for Pontiac. He pushes off the far wall first. He's followed up in Lane 3. That's Zach Menard for Urbana's Team A. Zach Menard followed closely by Urbana's Team B, Patrick Sweeney, in lane number 2. So in first is Pontiac in lane 5, Nathan Plenert. In second is Urbana, Zach Menard. And then in third is Urbana's Team B, Patrick Sweeney, in lane 2. Pontiac getting ready to send their second swimmer now, as finishing up is Nathan Plenert, and jumping in is Sam Fogarty. So Pontiac has the lead here, and getting ready to send their second swimmer now is Urbana's Team A. Jumping into the pool is Max Quan Allred. And they'll be followed up by Urbana's Team B. Lane closest to us in lane 2. Jumping into the pool is Marcus de Los Angeles. Sam Fogarty building the lead now, 25 meters ahead of the closest competition for Pontiac. Urbana's Team A out of lane 3. That's Max Quan Allred swimming right now. They're in second place. Getting ready to jump in the pool for Pontiac is Aiden Minkowski. He's their third swimmer. Aiden is in the pool now. Pushing off the near wall is Urbana's Team B. That's Marcus de Los Angeles in the pool for them. Taking the block now in lane 3 is Urbana's Sam Birdsley. Max Quan Allred will finish up here. And into the pool is Sam Birdsley, swimming in lane 3. Still in first place and about 20 meters ahead. They've increased their lead. They're near 45 meters ahead now. Out of lane 5 is Pontiac's Aiden Minkowski. Minkowski getting ready to finish up here. Pontiac's going to send their fourth and final swimmer, which is Nolan Dietz. Dietz is in the pool. So Pontiac looks like they're going to finish first here in the 400-yard freestyle. In second place right now is Urbana's Team A, Sam Birdsley, their third swimmer in the pool. And then Urbana's Team B, Isaac Sosnoff, their third swimmer in the pool. One last trip down for Pontiac's Nolan Dietz. They're in first. Getting ready to enter the pool in second place is Willem Aline. Plenty of cheers here for Willem Aline. And now Pontiac getting into it. And Pontiac racing against time there. They finished first. Once again, that's the team of Nathan Plenert, Sam Fogarty, Aiden Minkowski, and Nolan Dietz. They clock in at 3 minutes, 20.37 seconds. Willa Moline swimming in lane 3 for the Tigers. That's Team A. And then Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca in the pool for the Tigers Team B in lane 2. We'll get a final time for them as they finish up. And this is our last event of the afternoon and of the season. Once again, this wasn't originally scheduled to be the last meet. This past Saturday's senior night was against Mahomet. And due to the snow event on February 16th, this is a makeup date here on March 2nd. So this is the final event at home for the Tigers this season, and the final one we'll be covering here on the Tigers Media Network. So for the 400-yard freestyle relay, finishing first is Pontiac High School, a time of 3 minutes, 20.37 seconds. Finishing second is Urbana's Team A, 4 minutes, 15.80 seconds. Urbana's Team A consisted of Zach Menard, Max Quan Allred, Sam Birdsley, and Willa Moline. And finishing third will be Urbana's Team B, the team of Patrick Sweeney, Marcus de Los Angeles, Isaac Sosnoff, and Jonathan Sanchez-Huanca. And Huanca finishes right there. We'll get a final time for them. They clock in at 5 minutes, 3.52 seconds. And they announce the pool is open for warm down, but that will do it for us here. A great quad meet between the Urbana Tigers, Danville Vikings, Peoria Notre Dame Irish, and Pontiac Township High School. We appreciate you tuning in and certainly have been pleased and a privilege to bring you the coverage all season long here at the Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center. Certainly different than any other season that I'm sure you've experienced before, as very limited fans, people were allowed in the building, I should say, and due to COVID-19 protocol, but all the student athletes were just happy to compete and be able out here doing something that they enjoy, which is swimming and diving competitively. So for everyone here at Urbana Indoor Aquatic Center, we appreciate you tuning in, and we'll see you next time on the Tigers Media Network.